Hello, gorgeous. All right, guys, so this is my first glam makeup look I've done in a month because I've been so focused on Halloween. But I love this look. It's really, really pretty and glam, and you can totally take it up a notch by adding a winged cat eye. But I just wanted to share with you guys this look because I've been wearing it a lot lately. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this, keep watching. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get started, and first off, I'm going to prime my lids. I'm gonna use my usual Painterly. It's the Paint Pot by MAC. It's a nice flesh tone color all over my lid from lash line to brow bone. For this look, I'm gonna bring some color underneath my lower lash line, so I wanna prime that as well. I'm gonna use a little bit of Painterly right along that lower lash line. For today's look, I'm going to be using the new Vice 4 palette, Urban Decay. I just got my hands on this recently. By the time you guys are going to be seeing this video, though, it's going to be November, because right now you guys are inundated with my Halloween videos. I'm just taking Framed, which is the nude color, and I'm going to set that Painterly in place all over my lid. And I'm using a Sigma wide shader brush, which is an E59 for this. Next, using a MAC 239, which is another flat shader brush, I'm gonna go in Flame, which is this beautiful orangey, shimmery shade, and I'm gonna pat that all over my lid. Using Sherbet from the Self-Made palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm gonna use my soft crease brush. It's from Zoeva, and I'm just gonna work that into my crease for a nice transition. Now using Bitter back in the Vice 4 palette, I'm going to use a fluffy blending brush and get that right into my crease and create a little bit of depth. Using a little bit of Fastball, I'm going to pat that right on the inside corner of my upper lid. Give it a little pop of pink. I'm just taking Fastball now and running that right along my lower lash line. Using Bitter, I'm going to just smudge out that lower lash line, give it a little bit more depth. Now using a little bit more of Framed, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. Using Dip Brow, it's Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course. I'm using it in chocolate, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. The one trick that I can tell you guys about using Dip Brow is that you don't wanna get too much product on your brush. So as you can see, I'm just dipping in, and then what I do is I like to blot it on the back of my hand to get off any excess or any clumps, and just have a really smooth, even amount on your brush before applying. And then that way you can go dip back into your hand if you need to. Next, to clean up the brows, I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer, and this is another thing you put on the back of your hand and use a brush just to line it and then blend it out really well. If the dip brow doesn't cover enough, or you feel like you just need a little bit more oomph to your brows, go in with a similar shade. Obviously you want to go matte, and just, you know, put the powder in there, work it through, get a beautiful blend. I personally like when the beginning of my brow is a little bit faded out. I feel like that's kind of a trendy look anymore, and I like that. I feel like it tends to be a little bit more natural. As you can see, the back of my hand's a mess, so I'm just gonna clean that up real quick. Because right now I'm in the middle of Halloween, my skin could use a little bit of a break. So I'm gonna skip foundation today, and I'm just gonna use a BB cream. I like BB creams on an everyday basis. Usually when I'm doing a glammed up look, I'll kind of skip that and go more for foundation, but because my skin's a little bit meaty right now, I'm gonna do that. I'm using Laneige. I'm just gonna pat that all over my face. Next, I'm going to correct my under eyes using my peach. You guys are very familiar with this one. It's the light to medium peach Bobbi Brown corrector. I'm hitting pan on it, so it's about time to get it replaced. And the thing with this is that you want to just make sure to apply it only where you're correcting. Don't go over, because that peach will change the color of your skin, and you don't want peachy where it's not purple. So just apply it where you see purple, nowhere else. Now I'm going to set my under eyes in place with the yellow banana shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Any yellow undertoned, or yellow toned, I should say, powder will be great for setting your under eyes, because you really want to cancel out those dark circles. Next, I'm going to set my forehead in place with a combination of the other two shades from the Kat Von D palette, and because I don't really want yellowy anywhere else on my face, only on my under eyes. Today for bronzer, I'm going to be using Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm going to use my favorite bronzer brush. It's the Naked Fleshed Urban Decay brush. It's the dual-ended, and I love this. And I'm just going to bronze up a little bit. I don't want to be like summer bronze, but I also don't want to look translucent. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And, you know, get a little bit of color up in there. For blush today, I'm using NYX, and this one is in Peach. It's one of those classic shades, I feel like, for NYX. And I'm just gonna apply that on my cheeks. For highlight today, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Starlight Illuminator and a fan brush, and I'm just gonna apply that to my cheekbones. I already applied it to my upper lip, or my Cupid's bow. That's the proper way to say it. And for lips, I'm going to be lining with MAC's Strip Down, and then I'm going to fill it in with Laura Geller's lipstick. This is my first time ever using it. It's in Tribeca Tan. It's a really pretty peachy tan color. I'm going to try that today. I think it'll go well with these eyes. The lips turned out a little bit more peachy, orangey than I had hoped, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of Terra from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is her new lip gloss, and just apply it to darken it up a tiny bit. So I darkened up the outside corners, as you can see. I wanted to leave the inside a little bit more powderier. I'm gonna go in the clear gloss right on the inside of my lips to get a little bit of a pucker. For that, I have Diamond from Be a Bombshell, and I'm just gonna apply that on the back of my hand and go in with my finger, because I want very precise application. Pretty. For lashes today, I'm using my go-to lashes. It's Wispy by Ardell, the Wispy Blacks. They're my favorite. They're drugstore, but I can reuse these guys like 2-3 times, and I really get my money's worth, if you will. And I'm using my favorite lash glue, which is House of Lashes. To make my eyes pop just a little bit more, I'm gonna waterline the upper, or actually tightline the upper lash line on the inside rim. I'm using my Bobbi Brown liner. It's the Longwear eyeliner in Jet. I'm gonna stay away from the lower lash line because I have a really pretty pink going on with the fallout from the shadow. So I'm just doing the tight lining of the upper lash line. All right, guys, here's the final look. What do you think? Is this something that you would wear? Let me know in the comment section below, and leave any requests for looks that you would like to see from me as well. I personally love pink, peach, gold looks for myself, but you might not, so let me know what you want to see from me. Also, make sure that you visit me over on my blog, angelalanter.com. I post over there every day, and I would love for you guys to drop by. If you do, leave a comment and let me know that YouTube sent you. And make sure to visit me on Snapchat. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I love y'all so much. Au revoir.